Sacramento County's most recent point-in-time count shows that there are more than 9,000 homeless people throughout the county on any given night. And we've been following various solutions proposed by city and county leaders to help them provide more shelter and resources. The latest includes a so-called safe stay community on Watt Avenue out in North Highlands. So the County Board of Supervisors has now approved $23 million to buy the property, including the 130,000 square foot warehouse that sits on it. They're paying for it with money from the federal government allocated through the American Rescue Plan Act. The county plans to build 140 small cabins inside the warehouse and have 50 parking spots for cars and RVs outside. The county says the community will include places to store belongings, space for pets, and the option to live with a partner. Now, that Watt Avenue site is one of 3 safe stay communities Sacramento County has in the works. When they're completed, the county says they'll be able to take a total of about 400 people off the streets. But we've heard concerns from some community members that one of the sites is falling behind schedule. And now 2 of the 3 sites are facing delays. Becca Habegger looked into it.
I'm here in Sacramento County near the intersection of Florin and Power Inn Roads, where some 100 tiny home pallet shelters have been built. It's one of the safe stay communities the county announced over the summer. Initially, these were supposed to be ready to accept people by November, but a county spokesperson says not only will these not be ready by the end of the month, they will not be ready by the end of the year. That's disappointing news for Andy Schroeder, who will be spending his 10th winter experiencing homelessness.
It's cold out here, and there's a lot of people. This is a great community. A lot of people come out to help and stuff.
He says he'd like to stay in one of the shelters if he can get in.
I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind being involved with that.
The county says the delay is due to material supply chain issues, contractor delays, and a change in the design of the community, and it might not be ready until late spring. There will be bathrooms and showers on site, but those aren't ready yet. Just down the road, about 2.5 miles west on Florin Road, is the county's other safe stay community. At 7001 East Parkway, this site is supposed to have about 45 pallet cabins housing a max of 56 people. The county initially said this site will likely move on a parallel timeline as the Florin and Power Inn location and will hopefully welcome guests early next year. But the county says because it's on a parallel timeline, this site too will be delayed, likely not opening until the spring. Between the 2 sites, the county says they'll be able to take about 180 people off the streets, but those people will have to face another winter on those streets first.
And we've been telling you, Governor Newsom paused more than $1 billion of state funding for local governments to combat homelessness. He says plans are not aggressive enough. In an LA Times article, the governor referenced one city's goal to keep its unsheltered homeless population from growing by 71%. It turns out he was talking about Sacramento. So Mayor Steinberg responded saying, quote, "The number is based on a time period that is already past and is plainly inaccurate. The city's homeless reduction goal going forward is a minimum of 15% by early 2024. Since 2017, the city and county have helped 17,000 plus unsheltered people find permanent housing. The city has over 1,100 beds in safe spaces every night. We must and will do more." Now, Governor Newsom is holding a meeting with local leaders from across the state tomorrow to discuss how to move forward. Mayor Steinberg's office says the mayor will be in attendance.